Regina. If it's your first time, welcome. And if you're hanging out with me again, welcome back. Today's note is sugar. Hope you'll stick around. And as I like to say, welcome. Let's talk about the note of sugar in fragrances. The sugary note that you detect in a fragrance is actually through the synthetic compounds that replicate the sugar scent. Ethyl maltol is the widely used ingredient that gives a strong cotton candy-like sweetness, often associated with a sugar note in perfumes. And of course, the thing that you and I both love is that perfumes that predominantly feature sugar notes are typically classified as gourmand fragrances. I have a lot here to share with you. I'm going to spray these. I'm going to tell you my first thought. I'm going to tell you if I detect sugar in the way that it's being described. And then we're going to come back and it's going to be rapid round where I'm going to tell you if they're going to stay or go, yay or nay. Let's get started. Maisa Vanilla Elixir. Did we have this debate? Which way do you guys hold the stick? I'm going to hold it on the thin ends so I can spray the wider end because I hate getting this stuff on my fingers. This has that musk note that's in, to me, the Tiziana Terenzis, that it's in some of the Middle Eastern fragrances. Simone Andreoli, Mandalore del Sud. This to me is not a sugary scent at all. I don't like this in any shape or form. If anything, it is a nutty, possibly pistachio almond flavor. I would not describe that as sweet. At the end of the day, I'm not even sure I need to go back to that. I don't like it. Andromeda by Tiziana Terenzi. And I know this is Andromeda because the label fell off. Oh, plus it's also on the bottom, but I didn't know that. But in any case, this poor fragrance has come, gone, gone. It's still here. Maybe because she's aged and now she's so much better. I don't know. There's fruit. There's a sweetness here. Not necessarily pineapple, but like an apple, not an overly ripe red apple. There is something sweet in that fruit way of sweet. Not in the same way that I would consider table sugar. All right, come on. Here's one we're going to consider sweet. I know this. This is Lattafa's Eclair. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the bottle. I think they've done other things that were more interesting. You know how they always say you should spray it out? Let's just spray that out and put it on my carpet. Why not? This is very sweet. This is sweet to the point of almost trying too hard to be sweet. It's like a cupcake, a very sweet cupcake, and possibly the bottom has gone a little burned. So you get that almost caramelized bottom sweetness to it. That is what that smells like to me. Continuing in the Tiziana Terenzi vein, Al Contrario. And don't you find this interesting? I mean, you got this big old top and this little itty bitty thing, and you spend a hell of a lot of money for basically 50 mils. I like so many of their other fragrances. I'm just not a fan of the Tiziana Terenzi one because of whatever that note is that is in so many of their fragrances. There's a sweetness. That's actually much nicer than I thought. Ajmal's Cerise. I've always considered this a flanker to the Ajmal Aram line, but I think it's just a similar design. I don't think they're flankers. This sweet of fresh ripe fruit, berries. Let's talk about this one. This is Moschino's Cheap and Chic. I think it's Love Cheap and Chic. I know why I bought it because I just thought the design was so hilarious that I wanted to have it. But of course, I haven't worn it. I don't want someone to ask me what you're wearing and have me say I'm wearing cheap and chic. And someone say, oh, that's what your outfit is. This is fresh pressed orange juice. And it's the sweetness of a citrus. I guess that could be. It's such a weird design. I have no words. I'm just going to keep going. Ragba. Beautiful Middle Eastern fragrance. It is another Lattafa, and this is before Lattafa got into all the crazy because now they're coming out with something, I don't know, pretty much every week. It seems like this is before they did the crazy where they were being a little more thoughtful in their releases. This is a spicy vanilla, sweetness at the top, very nice, just spicy. Here we go. Day 3, Bonnie. Beautiful house, good people. Now I'm not sure I remember Bonnie being sweet. I detect sweet, but in that cleaning product way. Like it's the sweet of citrus cleaning fluid. That wasn't a very good impression. Let Them Eat Cake, Tokyo Milk. And this says sugarcane, coconut milk, vanilla orchid, and white musk. I do love the bottle design. I love that on the back, when you look at the back, you can see through. You see the cake there. I don't know if you can see it. Ooh, I like the white spray too. Unfortunately, I got the fairest hint of anything. Let's see what the dry down brings because that was a little disappointing given how good the spray was. Maison Mataha Escapade Gourmand. one of the superstars of the vanilla fragcom subgroup. Everybody loves this fragrance, or that's how it seems. I like it, don't get me wrong. Just as we're talking it through. It's a vanilla. It is a sweetness, like it's a baked product, like a cupcake or layered cake. I know they came out with 2 more. Have not smelled them. Have you guys smelled them? What do you think of them? Are they worth getting my nose on? No, they're actually not. Because I can't be buying more fragrances until I've gotten down to where I need to get to, and then less than that. It's almost like buying clothes when you're losing weight. You lose 30 pounds and you want to buy new clothes, and you realize you still have another 20 to go. So why would you do that? No, you haven't gotten to where you need to get to before you go spending money on something. Barba et Papa, which is a lovely tutu delicieux. This is cotton candy. This is almost cloyingly sweet. It really is cotton candy in terms of it's air sugar. Woo! That was a lot. Here is a house I really do like, and this is Coquette, number 7, and this is Cookie Crunch. I like the fact that it's sitting in this paper, in this cardboard little casing, and it comes out. Huh. But then if you do that, you have no idea what it is you're looking at, so keep it in the box. Which means someone could actually change this out on you and you wouldn't know it. I like that. But anyway, love the sprayer. It's weak, but it's wide, and I like that. These like lemon cookies, lemon sugar cookies, and Pledge. But definitely lemon sugar cookies. How interesting is that in a lot of these cases, the sugar is paired with a little citrus, sucre du coton. I think it's cotton candy. Let's do this. Boom. Ooh. This is right up there with the cloyingly sweet. There's nothing else but sugar. We're going to call this one too. I do not like this. I felt like that one needed some salt. Call that one no. Narcotica Dulce Diablo. Another one of the ones that is up over there with Escapade Gourmand as being, a favorite of fragcom girlies who are gourmand fans. Right now, I do find it sweet. I find that it has a chocolate or a cherry note. That just takes away some of the sweetness, some of the sweet goodness. 402, Vanille Caramel Santal by Bon Parfumeur. I gotta be honest, you guys, this is kind of the size I wish I had for most everything. I could finish this. I could wear this every day for maybe 2 weeks and I would finish it, if not sooner. Vanilla, caramel, and Santal sounds like a perfect combination. I'm getting a little hint of caramel. No vanilla and no sugar. That's weird. Amir Al Oud, intense oud. This is from Lattafa. The times I have smelled this, I do not think I ever thought it was sweet. I think I find the oud to dominate, but it's also deepened since I've had it. I know that it does get talked about positively on other channels. I'm getting pepper. I'm getting oud. I'm getting vanilla. Am I getting sweet? A hint of sweet, but nothing I would say was sugar. We're halfway, guys. Sensilde il tiempo del. Basically, it's an apple. And I do tend to love apple fragrances. I think you guys probably know that. I'm a red delicious girly. I love juicy, ripe, red delicious apples because they are so obnoxiously sweet. That's what this smells like. It's got the sweetness from a ripe apple. I'm not sure I would say sugar, and it probably could be sweeter, in my opinion. Benevolence from House of Sillage. I can already tell you that, yes, I think this is sweet. I think it is sweet because of the orange blossom that's in it, the neroli. That is, to my mind, is the predominant. Oh, and it, by the way, it comes out orange if you ever spray this. It's sweet in a very orange blossom neroli way. I can't say I get additional sugar. Navitus Raised Spirits. This one I don't remember being sweet, but it has a note of sugar in it. This is coming off right off the top. Like, this smells like it should be a baby cat inspired by fragrance. It is peppery. It is incensey right at the gate. I did not get any sweetness. No sugar there whatsoever. Coquette again. Filmona. And I believe this is their softer, maybe more powdery fragrance. Oh, I can already smell it coming out the box. Yes, it really is. This is cake batter that hasn't been cooked yet. This may be like an almond cake. It smells like almond extract. But you finish beating it and you're ready to pour it into your greased, floured, wax paper lined cake tins. Sidolo, Love and Crime. Story for this, and I can't remember it. You'll have to look it up, but it involves a woman baking a cake to break her lover out of jail. And it may be inspired by a true story. I'm not really sure. Ooh. Interesting. Initially, I was going to say it was another light lemony cake, which would make sense. And then in the end of the sniff, it kind of went to my favorite, Raid. But now it's back to being more like a lemon pound cake. Here we go. Sud Pacific, Comptoir Sud Pacific, Vanille Extreme. This is cake batter again. Very sweet. This comes off more like a sugar fragrance. House of Oud, Dates Delight. Let's talk about that because I love the sweetness of dates. I find them to be very different than sweetness of fruit or cookies or anything like that. But what I'm getting from here in this first spray is a little more spicy. Underneath it, there is some sugar, but I'm not sure I would say that it was sweet. Chocolate chip cookie. And as you can imagine, this should smell like cookie dough. This is a cross between the chocolate chips, the dough, and the butter in the dough. Don't know how long Demeter lasts, but I'm not really sure about the quality, so I might have to trash that. Kayali, Eden Juicy Apple. This is the only large size Kayali that I have. Oh, I'm sorry, until I recently just got the wedding set, Silk Santal and Velvet Santal. Typical Kayali, not a heck of a lot of longevity, but you're going to smell good for a couple of hours, and sometimes that's all that matters. Ooh, this is coming straight off the bat, Juicy Red Apple. A very sweet juicy red apple. Tokyo Milk again, Honey and the Moon. This is sweet honey, sugared violet, jasmine, and sandalwood. Oh boy, you guys. That sounds like it would be amazing because I also love honey in fragrances. Honey to me is a different type of sweet than, say, sugar, brown sugar. Honey is more like this is beautiful honey in my mind. This is very resinous, thick, syrupy, and yes, sweet, but yet balanced on some level. I think that the sandalwood and the violet help stabilize that honey from being overly sweet. I'm not getting a whole lot of the jasmine, which is okay because I don't think I like jasmine. I love night blooming jasmine, which is why I think it's crazy, but I've not been a fan of the jasmine fragrances that I've smelled. Vanille Chantilly, which is whipped cream basically, and of course whipped cream. It should be sweet. Oh, and it is. That's beautiful. Parle-moi de parfum, La Via Vanille 82. Now, if I told you guys how when I'm done filming and I get up and I leave my dining room and I walk around and come back in, the chairs smell amazing because I'm spraying down so that I'm not spraying in my face. And so it's all in the fabric. These chairs smell so good because they've had so much sprayed on them. It smells like orris and baby powder. I don't get anything sweet. And if I do, it is the sweet of flowers, not the sweet of sugar. Let's regroup and I'll be back. Here we go. Rapid round. Maisa, Vanilla Elixir? No. Love, Cheap and Chic, Moschino? No. Ajmal, Cerise? Yes. Ba, Latafa? No. Bani, Day 3? No. Tokyo Milk, Let Them Eat Cake? No. Amir Al Oud Intense? No. Sensilde El Tiempo della? No. Andromeda, Tiziana Terenzi? Yes. Eclair, Lataf? No. Al Contrario, Tiziana Terenzi? No. Exidolo, Love and Crime? Yes. That changed. Oh, that like turns night and day in the dry down. Escapade Gourmand? Yes. It's just a step above Love and Crime. Burra Papa? No. Cookie Crunch? No. Narcotica, Dulce Diablo? Maybe. Pomme Parfumeur 402, Vanille Caramel Santal? No. House of Siage, Benevolence? No. Navitus, Raised Spirits? Maybe. This smells so similar to Baby Cat and The World According to Arthur and Niall Queen and Rafakat. I need to compare them all and decide which one I like best. Solmona? No. Vanille Extreme? No. Dates Delight, House of Oud? No. Demeter, Chocolate Chip Cookie? No. Kayali, Eden Juicy Apple? No. Honey and the Moon, Tokyo Milk? Yes. Vanille Chantilly? No. Parle-moi de parfum, La Via Vanille 82. We are not repeating this. We are not repeating this one. All right, guys, let me count this up. I did approximately 29 fragrances, 2 of which I think have gone bad. I'm throwing them away. Only 3 are definitive yes, and 2 are maybes. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.